This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Jacoby Brissett showed me something today that I was wrong. I thought you could actually be competitive, and I know this thing got into overtime, and I know a couple of plays were made towards the end, but you can't win with that quarterback. If that's the quarterback that Miami has to have for the next couple of weeks, listen, next week is against the Colts, which is actually a winnable game if you had a quarterback that you can actually win with. And right now, I just don't see that with Jacoby Brissett. I don't see a team, the way they called that game, they have zero confidence in him whatsoever. All right, everything was crossing routes, everything was slants, everything was short comebacks. That's basically what the offense was the entire night. It was really, really limited. And one of the things that, again, I thought I was definitely wrong about this. I thought you could be, competitive with Jacoby. He is as slow as molasses in reacting. That safety that they gave up, that was actually on Brissett, not the call. On that play, where you're standing is where you grab the snap and you throw right away. It's a quick hitch. The problem is he's not a quick twitch player is the whole issue. You know what I mean? Hey, Sean, can you tell him to lower it a little bit, the broadcast? So to me, that's kind of what's the issue right now is that you got a quarterback that is incredibly limited. He's more limited than what I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell by the kind of game that they called. They don't have confidence in him. So this actually becomes a disaster of an offseason signing. This is one where they have to look around and go, whoa, what did we do here? And they should go immediately to Reed Sinnett. Reed has way more athleticism than Jacoby. He's a much more quick twitch athlete than Jacoby. I mean, listen, right now, this is a team that is going to have a hard time to win games. They can be competitive because that's kind of who Brian Flores is. And today you saw it. Even today, playing a terrible game, they were competitive. They got the early touchdowns. Sadly, they gave up the safety and they missed the field goal, which obviously was a huge difference in this game. But the way they called the game, it tells me right away that they have no confidence in Jacoby Brissett. And after watching Jacoby Brissett play, he's too slow, man. He's just way too slow. It's not that he isn't smart or anything like that. I think he sees things, but he doesn't react quickly. And that's a problem. And to me, if you're going to be, at least you're going to try to be competitive. Like next week, you have a winnable game at the stadium. This was a winnable game. And you had a chance. If you had somebody a little bit more competent at quarterback, you could have easily won. I think if Tua's healthy, you win this game, actually. I mean, I'm impressed that they hung in there. I'm impressed that they took it to overtime, to be honest with you. I thought it would be a gritty game. I thought it would be tough. I didn't think that they would fold like, some of you out there have given up on the season like it's over. They battled all the way to the end because this team has got some character. But they lack a certain – and look, I saw the comments about the offensive coordinators. I don't know if I don't know what offensive coordinator is going to do better with Jacoby Brissett. That's why his numbers in Indianapolis are solid, but they're not spectacular because he's not a spectacular athlete. He's not a spectacular quarterback. He's just a guy. And I thought you could be a little bit more competitive with him, but that's the one thing that stands out to me, that if that's your quarterback, you're pretty much losing almost every game with him. Your team is going to have an amazing game. You're going to have to come up with some turnovers like they did today. Landon Roberts obviously got the interception and took it in for a touchdown. That was obviously an enormous play for the Miami Dolphins. This Brissett, wow, it was ugly, dude. I mean, I was way off on that one, way off. That's how.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.